Live from the Toyota Lounge, it's the DNVR draft. Henry's face was amazing. He's like, what's going on right now? That was really special for me. Presented by Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's, where you can get, providing all our draft coverage. Kings of chicken fingers and cane sauce and double Texas toast, as Justin suggested yesterday.
It's legit. You need to try it.
Anti-slaw guy.
Well,
I have had their Texas toast. It is buttery and delicious.
Look, when you do like a sandwich like that, you need some coleslaw or something just to round the whole thing out.
Right. Yeah,
You can't skip on it. Yeah.
He better be ordering extra cane sauce, or that sando's going to be a little dry per chance. Lots of bread. Lots of breading. Okay, we mocked it up yesterday, and we're back at it again because it's our season. It's our mock season, and yesterday we did the whole first round, and today we're doing every Broncos pick, period.
Okay.
True. And we're on the clock at 12. J.J. McCarthy just went at 11. We are running a simulator on this one to make it all happen.
Okay.
And boys, I just got a trade offer from the Saints.
Oh, what'd they say?
Oh.
Pick 14 and 45 for pick 12 and 76? What?
Send it.
The quarterbacks are gone, so why not, right?
Yeah.
Now, by the quarterbacks are gone, I mean the top four. Brock Bowers, Terrion Arnold, Huaga, Verse, Quinyon Mitchell, Fatanu, Mims, and I presume Bo Nix and Penix as well.
Yeah. So the case for it is because I'm looking at Bowers and Mitchell there as the two guys I'm hoping to get.
Right.
Playing the odds a little bit. Good chance one's still there at 14. The case against it is that Sean Payton literally hasn't traded down in a draft since 2007.
Yeah, but Henry,
25
they were in
straight
a window
trade-ups.
there with Drew Brees to win now, right?
True.
Like,
Yes.
Aren't
True.
they in a window to move down? He's also from the Parcells school. Isn't Parcells where Belichick learned to trade down all those years?
I mean, apparently not, because he
hoping
does
and praying,
literally not
Henry.
traded down.
I'm
Okay,
hoping
okay,
and praying.
Okay.
So who do you think the Saints are targeting here then? If they're trying to come up.
Maybe one of those quarterbacks, maybe one of those offensive tackles, maybe even Brock Bowers or a top defender.
So can you live with trading back knowing that they might be targeting one of your two guys?
Yeah, no, I think that part of it I'm all right with.
We're accepted.
Sean would not be.
Send it.
Sean's already traded up 3 times in the real world.
Okay, Bowers and Terrion Arnold went.
Well,
I like Quinyon.
Quinyon,
Oh,
good value
Quinyon's still
here.
there for sure.
That was one of my 2.
Miami's on the board offering us 21 and 55 for 14.
To M55. Oh,
Now we'd have
see.
2 top 55 picks all of a sudden.
yeah.
Well, still only 1 top 54 though. So
And then how far back are we moving again? What is it?
From 14 to 21.
So Hank's 2 targets are gone.
Yep.
We got some tackles on
Yeah.
the board, some pass rushers, I'm assuming.
I kind of thought Hank's 2 targets would be Bo Nix and Michael Penix, though.
that's the thing is if we're trading down and getting Penix, I'm all for it.
So are they those guys on the board?
I can't get
gotta
out
be.
of the trade up, but I'm guessing they are because JJ went at 11.
I say send it. Let's trade down.
I love this so much.
And get
This would
Nixie.
be the ideal draft, right, guys? Okay, the Chiefs want to move up to 21 for a 25 second. I'm rejecting that.
Yeah. No.
20,
Screw
25
you,
seconds.
Chiefs.
We need talent now.
Okay. What are our quarterback options? Is Penix still there?
Okay, let's go to quarterback right now. Michael Penix, Bo Nix, and Spencer Rattler, who's having a week on Twitter, huh? A week.
Guess they finally found the South Carolina film
Are
or what?
still available. Yeah, I guess not. Okay, so the top 4 went as we expected. That wasn't the lock we predicted yesterday because Drake May went 2, Jaden Daniels. Neighbors Odunze went 5-6. Fashanu went 7. Latu went 8. Dallas Turner 9. Joe Alt 10. JJ McCarthy 11. Since our trade downs, Bauer, Arnold, Fuaga, Brian Thomas, Quinyon Mitchell, J.C. Latham, Amarius Mims, Nate Wiggins, and Graham Barton have gone. We have the quarterbacks left. We still have Verse, Fatanu, Johnny Newton, Byron Murphy, Chop Robinson, Cooper DeJean, JPJ. I think this is a perfect spot, though, to take Penix.
I agree.
But now we have 45, which makes this so fun.
Denver, we have a quarterback.
We do. We're going to reject this so this doesn't become a trade palooza. Bo Nix just went to the Raiders at 44. That's fun. Good thing we got our quarterback when we did, huh,
Thank
boys?
goodness.
Yep.
A few of the players available to us now. Lad McConkey, Zach Frazier, Trey Benson, Troy Franklin, Rook Orokoro,
Yep.
Edge Cooper, Ennis Rakestraw, Xavier Leggett, Kitchens, Patrick Paul, Jalen Polk, Michael Hall, who I'm a fan of, Kamari Lassiter, Ben Sinnott, Yak God, Malachi Corley, Peyton Wilson, and Chris Jennings.
I'm
Jenkins,
feeling a little
Jenkins.
leggy.
Me too.
Guys, if you could trade down twice, add some picks, and then come away with Penix, Xavier Leggett.
We are cooking.
Oh my.
We are really cooking. We're off to a hot start, actually.
That would be a hot start. We are up at 55. And
Another top 55 pick.
McConkey, Trey Benson. Basically, it'd be easier to tell you who has gone since our last pick. Lessiter did go, as did Rakestraw and Troy Franklin. Peyton Wilson also gone. Leonard Taylor went, which left us with some of the other options at the interior defensive line, like Chris Jenkins, Michael Hall, or Ororo.
I hope he gets picked soon. We can't keep doing this.
Scooby-Doo.
Should we take him just to make sure we don't have to do it again?
Well, then he's gonna have to pronounce his name the
That's
rest of the
true.
show.
I
when
may
he
say it
recaps
again.
the class.
I didn't bring my laptop charger.
What are you at?
When we do mid rolls, I might run up, and
Is
you
this
guys
a-
might do Canes and
Is this a
Brett.
U.S.?
No.
Oh, no.
No, but that's okay. We'll do this pick and we'll take a quick break. This is great podcasting. Do you guys like my idea of the interior D line there?
I like
We
Chris
did-
Jenkins quite a bit.
I do like Chris Jenkins. I think we missed a lot of the guys I'm excited about. I'm not gonna lie.
Jatavion Sanders still on the board, for example. Roger
Interesting.
Rosengarten, the offensive tackle from Washington, the right tackle,
Yep. Also
who tested
Colorado
out
kid.
Yes, local
no
product,
kidding.
and just recently visited the Broncos.
Well, Bucky Irving also still around. Who were some of your favorites that you fear are gone, Henry?
Oh boy, I don't even. I mean, so
Put you on the spot
Tavondre
there.
Sweat would be gone.
No, he should be available because he's a bad boy. He got himself in some real trouble.
I know, which is why I didn't want to say his name first, but he was the first who came to mind.
Oh, you know what? No, he is gone.
Yeah.
Crazy. Braden Fisk also still available.
So-
He's dope.
Fisk for the upside would be tempting. Chris Jenkins is a plug and play,
Better run defender.
certainly.
Bigger.
Certainly.
Braden Fisk, Central Michigan transfer. Limited in his length.
Do we still have Darius Robinson on the board?
No, he went earlier, unfortunately. Yeah, the edges went pretty quick. Though Jonah Ellis still around. You guys saw how he tested. Ada Isaac, Brandon Dorless, and Western Michigan's Neeland also available still. Cornerback 2, I feel like, is maybe an area where Chris Abrams drained the Mizzou kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sandstrill.
That guy's a dog.
Sandstrill getting some hype. Yep. Kyrie Jackson, the Oregon kid. I mean, some of these guys would be available later.
Kyrie
I'd be a
Jackson,
little
I
tempted by one of those Washington receivers, but with Leggett already, I feel like
I know.
We kinda
I
missed the
know.
boat.
Do you really need it? Right.
I mean, do we do a 20-20 and double up on receivers?
Tight end with Jatavion Sanders seems very
Yeah.
intriguing to me, fellas. And
Yeah.
let's see center. So Cedric Van Pran would be your top guy.
Okay.
Bordolani
Okay.
still around. Drake Nugent later on would be a good pick.
I wouldn't mind a Van Pran.
Yeah. Is center probably the biggest need at this point?
It's quarterback center, pretty high up there.
We
Who
got
are
a quarterback.
Sanders to me is best player available,
You think
but
so?
I could see Van Pran.
who are the corners?
Yes.
If we hit the corners.
Our best corners available are Chris Abrams-Drain from Mizzou, DJ James, Mike Sandstrill from Michigan, Josh Newton from TCU, Andrew Phillips from Kentucky.
Okay. So I'm thinking I like Fisk. I like Jenkins. I could be convinced to go Sanders. And I like, who are we most recently talking about? Oh, Van Pran. That's what's sticking out to me at the moment.
My vote would be for Sanders.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I can get behind it.
That's
you get more athletic
exciting.
at tight end?
That is very exciting. A move tight end, a wide receiver that's that type of a baller, and
So where are we picking next?
a quarterback. We are straight to round 4.
And how
So
is
we
our
gave
battery
up-
looking?
Yeah, most importantly, how's the battery looking?
Okay, we're down to a critical percentage. Why don't you tell the good folks about Breck Brew and Raising
Let's do
Cane's
it.
real quick?
About Breck Brew first, I'm assuming?
Sure.
Well, everyone knows we love our Breck Brews here at
They
DNVR.
do.
We got tons of them on tap. We got them in cans. Got the
Yeah.
Good Company hard seltzers.
I've never seen
We
Dre
got you
run
all
before.
set. He
That's
is
how he runs.
moving. Wow.
Oh, wait.
Oh, uh-oh. Oh, where did he go? Where did he go?
Wow, nobody will ever see any of that.
Maybe he's going to get us some Breck Brews.
Oh, I could use a few today.
We need them. We had a great time at the farmhouse
We did.
last week. That place is awesome.
When
Go
don't
check it
we?
out. It's in Littleton. It's dope. Go tour the brewery. Go have some Breck beers. They've got great food there too.
Oh, yeah.
Like top-notch food at the farmhouse. You can find a Breck brew near you, wherever you are. Doesn't have to be in Colorado. Use the
That's so
Breck beer locator at www.breckbrew.com.
And Raising Cane's. We like Raising Cane's.
We love Raising Cane's.
Yeah, we've already spoken about how we love it, actually. I tried it for the first time a week or two ago. We don't have a lot of canes up in Montana. Very good.
Yes.
Bunch
Congrats,
of fingers.
man.
I
I'm
like
happy
the fingers.
For you.
Yep. Yeah, they took my my RC card, some have said. Raising Cane's.
All right.
So Raising Cane's is awesome. How did Dre make it back so far?
Well done, Dre.
It's probably from... I don't
This
know.
mock has been saved just
Probably
so everyone.
fueled by some
all the
fingers,
listeners know.
maybe?
Do you want to go under the mic here so that you give yourself a little more wiggle room?
There we go.
I'm happy for you though, Hank. Raising Cane's is great. Everyone needs to experience it. I'm glad you finally got yours.
Yeah, no, it's really good. We're going to go back soon. We almost went and got some last night, but at some point over this weekend, I have a feeling there's going to be some canes that are going to be eaten. The toast, we talked about all that. But download the app because it makes it super convenient. You just put everything in, and just go pick it up, and it's awesome. Raising Cane's.
One love.
One love.
One love indeed. We're back. One love to you guys for handling that.
One love to you, Dre.
Good job, guys.
One love to you for saving the mock.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Saving the show.
Who put it in danger would be another
I mean,
question.
That's
But
fair enough. That's fair
how much
enough.
credit do we give him?
All right, where are we at?
We are in round 4.
Okay.
I must have traded my
so we
round
gave
3 pick.
I think we gave away that third to get that second. The first time.
yeah, I think you're right.
Yep.
I think you're right. Worth it.
Worth it,
Yes.
certainly. My first question.
Yeah.
Blake
pick,
Fisher on the board?
Pick 121.
Oh, we're at 121?
Wait, Blake
Yes.
Fish. Braden Fisk or Blake Fish?
Blake Fisher.
Blake
Isn't
Fisher,
that his
the
name?
old lineman from Notre Dame.
There we go. Yep. I would
I know
imagine.
ball.
Wait, what pick are we on?
We are now at pick 121.
Okay,
our
so that
fourth
is a
pick.
bigger gap. So I
Our
would
fourth
guess
pick,
he's
yeah.
long gone, actually.
Yeah, he is, sadly. R.I.P. Blake. Okay,
Okay.
best picks on the board here. You guys ready?
Yep.
Dwayne Carter from Duke.
Okay.
Dominic Pooney, the Kansas... Henry, don't smile. The Kansas Senior Bowl standout O-lineman. Tanner Bortolani, the center out of Wisconsin. He was badass at the Senior Bowl. Dylan Lobby, the New Hampshire
I think it's
running
just
back
lob,
who's
but
really
yeah.
good at catching it.
Yes, he
Look,
is.
I went lobby, so I wouldn't say Luby because that sounded better.
Well, you just did.
Jalen Wright, the running back out of Tennessee.
Ooh.
Gosh, could we come away with that? Brandon Coleman, the TCU O lineman. Jalen Ford, for example. Let's look at cornerback and inside linebacker that's available. Kyrie Jackson still on the board for us.
Interesting.
Jarvis Brown. Brownlee, the Louisville corner, also still available. Those would be two guys I'd target. At linebacker rather, it's Jalen Ford, Tommy Eichenberg, your Washington guy, Fushi?
Adefwan Ulafosho.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
And let's look at edge, where Jonah Ellis still available with Xavier Thomas, Cedric Johnson, Zion Tuapula-Feti. Mo Kamara also still available, as is Brennan Jackson, the Washington State edge rusher.
All right, I like Mo Kamara. I like Jonah Ellis. Going back to cornerback.
Kyrie Jackson, the Oregon kid who
like
transferred.
him. Yeah.
He would be good. And our next pick is 136. So we do pick in 15 picks from now.
I like the running back too, the Jalen Wright.
I know, right? Jalen Wright kind of feels like a steal right now. Henry, are you a Jalen Wright guy? Because in the right hands.
In the right hands.
On
what
the
about
Toyota chat, Jose asking about Trotter Jr. He is gonzo, sadly.
And Bucky Irving's gone?
Ooh, Bucky Irving. Let's get Buck. He is gone.
He is gone. Okay.
Marshawn Lloyd out of USC, however, still available.
Okay.
What about Braden Allen, Audric Estime?
Those guys look like they are gone. Yes. Yeah.
Well, Jalen Wright's 79 on the consensus big board.
I think he's kind of a steal.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay, Jalen Wright. We went all off. I mean, this is a lit draft, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick 136, the very first of the 5th round. Lots of running backs still available. Let's go cornerback and edge. Kyrie Jackson, sadly gone. Johnny Dixon, Penn State, the highest rated guy. Brownlee still available. I like him. He looked really good at the Senior Bowl. As far as linebackers go,
Maris Lufau?
yeah, he actually is around. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And Jonah Ellis also still around. And as is Mo Kamara.
Jonah Ellis is 81st on the consensus big board.
I mean, he just tested through the roof.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's a top 100 pick.
Okay.
Yeah. He got hurt at the end of last year. And Utah had a bunch of issues last season, starting at quarterback, really. But he was their best defender when he was healthy, and he just wasn't healthy the whole year.
Bo Lemer, Drake Nugent, Andrew Rhyme, the Oklahoma center, also all still available.
What about tackles?
Offensive?
Yes.
You have Javon Foster still on the board. Christian Jones out of Texas still on the board. Garrett Greenfield's a fun story out of South Dakota State. Frank Crum from Wyoming, if that's your flavor. Yeah, so, I mean, some decent options still on the board there.
Who do you like, Trey?
You know, I am probably most intrigued by Jonah Ellis here.
I would agree.
Yep.
Henry?
Yeah, I can get behind that. I like
And-
that Garrett Greenfield, but he'll probably be there later.
Garrett Greenfield, huh? Tell us about Garrett Greenfield.
South Dakota State tackle.
Yeah. He is
big
still
boy.
available at pick 147. He
Oh.
tested really well, right?
I actually didn't see the testing. I just remember watching him play.
So he's still available, as is Christian Jones at our next pick here.
8.36 RAS.
See?
Actually,
that's decent. Not great though.
yeah, but the low marks are on size, which is crazy because he's more than 6'5.5".
Arm length looks a
311
little short
pounds.
too.
So
I'm
he'd be
only
moving
33 and a half.
inside.
Was it okay? Okay.
He'd be moving inside probably. Evan Williams, the Oregon safety, still available. He's always intrigued me
Okay.
some.
Yeah. Who else do we have at safety?
Lufau still available, by the way. We also have Tyreek Smith, the other Georgia safety.
Okay.
Trey Taylor, the Air Force kid. Thomas Harper, Notre Dame. Sione Vaki, Utah.
Mm-hmm.
I do
Mark
like him.
Perry, TCU. You covered.
Yep.
He was the CU leader of that recruiting class.
He
back
doesn't
in
like
the
me.
day. I bet he doesn't.
He doesn't like you.
No.
Oh no.
Cheek may have pointed out in a clip tweet that he was the one missing the tackle in space on a big play from the bus.
I did not say his name. I did not say his name.
Oh boy.
Right. You just brought attention to, oh, look who missed
about-
that tackle.
Katan Oladopo, is he there?
Help me out, buddy. What
Oregon
position?
State safety.
Homies just be saying names like Katana Ladofu and expect you to know everything.
OLADAPO.
I have not seen him.
No.
What are the defensive tackles like?
Defensive tackles. We have Justin Abogi from Alabama. Gabe Hall out of Baylor. He looked good. Hall and Hall were a fun combo. Iowa's Logan Lee also still available. James Madison's Jimri Chroma. Auburn's Marcus Harris.
I think the defensive tackle vein has been tapped out.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like
a little
it.
bit, a little bit. And offense, I think we're kind of waiting for like Drake Nugent for just the right pick to take Drake Nugent, the
Don't
Michigan
we already have Van
local
Pran?
product.
No.
No,
Oh,
we
we
went
didn't take him.
Jatavion Sanders.
Oh, that's right.
So far, we've drafted
Yeah.
Penix, Leggett, Jatavion Sanders, Jalen Wright, and Jonah Ellis.
Okay.
A++.
A+. I mean,
No one
as the
can
guys
do,
who did it.
Yeah, no,
it's
no one-
no surprise we love
no
it.
one can do a mock simulation like us. You need to bring something for the 30th ranked defense, says Jose on the Toyota chat. I could see it.
But what?
I vote safety. Sione Vaki's there.
I do like him.
The Georgia kid.
Safety sounds like a decent deal. What about Evan Williams, the former Fresno State Oregon player?
Yeah, he was their biggest transfer last year.
Yeah.
That was a
Um,
big deal. He played well.
I like Vaki better.
Do you?
I also think,
I'd be down with Vaki.
yeah, I would too.
The Utah
Late round
safety.
safety scares me a little bit more. Like, I think early round safety makes more sense.
Broncos doubling up on Utah players on
Oh,
day
wow.
3.
I like
Wow,
love it.
this is an
I do
accurate
like that.
mock.
I
This
do
is an
like
accurate
that.
mock. Yeah, I'll send you a link in a second to Ruski here. We are up once again. Pick 147. And then we just have 203 left.
Okay.
147. Okay. Oh, wow.
That's right. Is it time to jump on Drake Nugent?
Yes.
Yes. Who's at the top of the board though? Top available.
Top available.
Give me the top 3 or 4.
Dylan Luby. Could you guys help me out with that pronunciation?
I thought it was Lob. But I
There
could
you
be
go.
wrong.
Lob. Sounds great. Marshawn Lloyd.
Okay. We already took a running back though.
Ray Davis.
Already took a running
Theo
back.
Johnson. We
Ooh,
took a
already
tight
have
end as well.
though, yeah.
Isaiah Adams out of Illinois. Guard. Tyrese Knight, linebacker, UTEP. Matt Goncalves, Pittsburgh offensive tackle. Whoa! Zach Zinter, guard out of Michigan.
Take him.
Yep, that's
Take
a
him.
lock. That's a lock right there.
Take it.
Also, is Luke McCaffrey still on the board? That's a good question there.
He is. He
Oh,
is.
okay.
He is. Oh, and he just got taken.
Yeah, that makes
Oh,
sense.
no.
It's
Sad.
all right.
little
We got
surprised
a
he was still
future
there.
All-Pro in the 6th
Holy
round. Or whatever.
Exactly.
We're just bodying this. We're just bodying this.
Yeah. Yeah. The people hated our mock yesterday because we traded back twice and didn't take a quarterback, but this one.
We bodied this.
So we have one more pick.
Yep.
7th round.
Yes. 207. No, actually, third round, 207. Yeah, take a little one here.
6th round, you mean?
Interesting the Broncos talked to Dallin Holker today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He's still available here.
What about Xavier Weaver?
They already got a receiver.
He would be available, though. Where is he on the consensus board?
He's really low on the consensus board. He hasn't gotten much. 284 on the consensus, but he ran. So his 10-yard split. This is all hand time. This is at the local pro day or his individual pro day. His 10-yard split would have been tied for the fastest time out of anyone at the combine. 1:47. Ran 4.47.
Not bad.
Jumped 37 inches. 10.7 broad. 7-second 3-cone.
And you'd rather have him, though, than like a Brandon Johnson or a Jalen Virgil? And I guess Lil Jordan's
yes.
probably gone then, too. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Zay's a dog.
We never did get our center.
That is true.
Drake Nugent, you could double up on O-lineman.
Is he still
from
there?
Michigan, yeah.
That's where I'd probably go.
So we take Zinter and Drake Nugent with the last 2 picks.
That's pretty good.
Send this mock to the Hall of Fame.
I think so. I kind of think so. Let me see who I do see the chats clamoring for Joe Milton. You could still do that.
Oh, he is on the board?
Tanner McLachlan, the tight end out of Arizona.
Okay.
He's gotten a little hype. He's a good move tight end. Holker, as mentioned prior. Tennessee's Juwan Briggs, defensive tackle, still available. Satao Lomea, the O-guard from Utah. Edufan Olufisho, who was not the linebacker you liked. You liked the Notre Dame linebacker.
Maris Lufau, yeah.
This
We
guy's
liked-
the Washington linebacker
Yeah.
who I saw PFF has as the highest graded linebacker in coverage last year.
Huh.
Brevin Spanford, the Minnesota tight end, graded as the top blocking tight end in this
I
class.
believe it. He's
kind of him
massive.
and the Illinois guy. Logan Lee, defensive tackle out of Iowa. You know, he knows how to stop the run.
What about... Can you see if Devin Culp is still there? The Washington tight end?
Eric Watts, the Yukon edge. Devin Polk,
Culp. C-U-L-P.
tight end out of?
Washington? Because we didn't get either
No,
of the
he's available.
Washington receivers for Penix.
He's available. You could also draft Dylan Johnson, the Washington running back, for our guy Michael Penix. You could also...
I really liked him.
The
and
wide
then
receivers are gone.
after he got hurt, he looked so bad, and I just can't get it out of my mind.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
he was
moments
sick,
in the
though.
playoffs.
Yeah.
right?
Oh, no, but before that, like, I loved him. But then
You
when he
know-
got hurt, I just couldn't, I can't get that out of my head.
Yaya did point out, kicker, Cam Little out of Arkansas, still available.
What about the punter? Tory
Good-
Taylor?
Guys, what are we doing?
Troy Taylor out of Iowa, still available.
See,
yeah.
that would be one I could
No.
get behind.
Come
Bro,
on.
the screwed up not getting Stonehouse. Don't do it again. You could get an even better punter.
I'm on Drake Nugent here.
Yeah, that feels
Are
pretty
there any
amazing.
like long snappers that might be available?
Let's
don't
do
want-
Drake
Yeah.
Nugent. Yeah. Crazy enough, they don't have long snappers on this app. Oh, 206. We have basically back-to-back picks.
So
Give me fucking Tory Taylor.
okay, take Drake Nugent and then take the punter. Do not take the punter
Let's
first.
do it. Joe Milton did go the last pick, just so you know.
Oh.
Oh, bummer.
Tory Taylor out of Iowa, and we have completed the Mona Lisa of mock drafts.
We really did it.
Wow.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Great job.
Yeah,
boys.
insert one here, please.
Wow.
Okay, we're going to download this and send it to Yaya so he can bring it up. Oh, so I'm unplugged. I've just been.
Oh God. Hurry up
But
and
that's
send
okay.
it.
Send it to Yaya. Okay, boys. In retrospect, getting Michael Penix, Xavier Legette, Jatavion Sanders, Jalen Wright, Jonah Ellis, Sione Vaki, Zach Zinter, Drake Nugent, and Tory Taylor. What would you have done differently?
I might have done something different at that Sanders pick.
Yep. That's the one I look at.
Yeah, there was like the Washington offensive tackle could have been really good.
Yeah.
Value there.
One of those
That
defensive
was our
linemen.
chance to really get that cornerback too.
True.
The
Or
way
Fisk or Jenkins.
the way that you talked about tight end, especially after we took Sanders, makes me think that if you want one, you can wait.
It did feel like there were more tight ends available as we running back and tight end.
Yes.
So like, in retrospect, we maybe didn't need to press for those. Not getting a second cornerback did feel, and again, I mean, edge, I think we kind of lucked out with Jonah Ellis and Mo Kamara being available in the fourth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's super realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of like fourth round edges. Like I feel like if the Broncos get one, you get one in the first,
Right.
Just because you have 3 guys there who are probably still better this year than those guys.
It's like taking a tackle on day 3. Like it's a project. Like you're just hoping
Yeah.
that it turns into something.
But a project at tackle to me makes more sense than a project at edge at the moment.
For sure. For sure. Do we have the picks going up?
This CSU tight end is in this year's draft, Ricky. So maybe looking back, Penix, Leggett. I mean, Penix obviously is the steal if you can move down twice, acquire picks, and still have him
Yep.
in that zone, right?
Yep.
Sanders, yeah, in retrospect, you could have maybe waited on a tight end. I don't know that at that pick you could have done much better than like a Jonah Ellis.
True.
I mean,
And maybe you could have waited on running back too.
could have doubled up at receiver at some point too if you wanted to.
With
I just-
Mims, Tim Patrick,
Yeah.
Sutton, and you're adding a top 50 guy, do they
And
really
Reynolds.
need that?
So you've already
Reynolds.
got 5 to play.
Lil
I mean-
Jordan.
And then you've got like Lil Jordan and Brandon Johnson, Jalen Virgil, and I love those guys.
It's still a bottom 25% receiving core in the NFL.
And look,
Yeah.
I mean, someone like
But like
Xavier,
a 4th rounder isn't going to fix
someone
that.
like Zay Weaver could be available
Yeah?
Yeah.
as an undrafted, right?
I don't think he's going undrafted, but yeah, in this situation for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just tough to get 6 receivers on the field.
Helping the O-line by drafting Zinter and Nugent later on there is really massive.
Yep.
Vaki in retrospect is definitely my least favorite of all these picks.
I know.
Okay.
That's a tough one, too. Because it's, again, the
What's
Broncos
the case for him for people who might not know the Utah safety, Hank?
productive. I mean, he's been there 3 years as a starter now?
So
Is that right? Because I remember he
let me
was definitely
see.
there when I was there.
You like him closer to the line of scrimmage, right?
Definitely.
He's just extremely versatile. Like he was up there with Travis Hunter as the most versatile player in the nation last year.
Could he be your big nickel?
I think he could.
So see, that's intriguing.
I mean, let me get his measurements real quick.
Is there a world, Hank, where
only
they find
2022.
kind of a big nickel, linebacker, safety, box, defender hybrid?
See,
And there are formations where Jaquan can be more of a 2-deep safety?
no. I mean, we just haven't seen that yet. I think he's more likely to get more reps at the boundary than flip to safety, I would guess.
And,
And,
I
the
mean-
thing about, again, like the late round safety is that you've already got the new guy, Brandon Jones, who's going to start. You've got PJ Locke and Caden Stearns, so you've kind of got that top 3 rotation. And then you've invested in like a JL Skinner, who you would think would be kind of factoring in. Delarian Turner-Yell hasn't played great when he's gotten changed, so he's still on the roster. So I guess you don't worry too much about blocking Turner-Yell. It's just that you have Skinner there, who's probably already kind of that guy you would think. But I mean, you look at the Broncos roster though, and if you're taking like a 5th round pick, there are very few spots to plug him in.
So I think what I would have done here in retrospect, at 55, I probably would have gone Sanders still, the nickel out of Michigan. And then at 145, Holker was still there. McLaughlin, the Arizona tight end. If I could do it over, maybe even Devin Culp, the Washington tight end.
Theo Johnson was available, like in
So-
the 4th
Yeah.
and stuff.
That's what I would have done in retrospect.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the comments that are standing out most to me are things like no cornerback, didn't help the run defense enough. It is one of those where I do think it's one of those drafts where, look, this team's not in a spot where even trading down and adding picks, you're going to be able to fill every need in one draft or one off season. So you're kind of going to have to pick and choose. I think we kind of made more of a conscientious route of adding more playmakers, adding more speed, trying to give Penix and Payton more weapons to just be more dangerous for teams to game plan against, and then tried to find that value in the trenches later on day 3, right? Mm-hmm. You could have kind of flipped that. You could have prioritized some run defense a little more, and you could have prioritized some of those bigger needs on the defensive side, that safety spot, that second corner spot, and the off-ball linebacker. Yeah. I mean, who are your 2 starters this going into?
I mean, it's got to be Cody Barton and Alex would be the best bets, but you also have Jonas Griffith, who was supposed to be a starter a couple years ago and then got hurt early, and that's why Alex wound up being the starter. And then Drew Sanders, who knows what position he plays.
Right. Could be dependent on do you draft a Jonah Ellis or do you draft a Jalen Ford?
True. Mm-hmm.
You know, like who's that guy that's maybe swinging things a little bit. Look, I like the value we got.
Definitely.
I like the playmakers we got. I like these guys in the hands of a coach and offensive mind like Sean Payton. Like, I really think legit with his yak ability, his speed and body type, very kind of Deebo Samuels-esque.
Yep.
A.J. Brown's the comp you came up with, right? Like, that's a dangerous, dangerous weapon to add to this offense. Jalen Wright, by far the fastest running back in this class. Tennessee speedster running back. The Kamara comps are easy to write. Jatavion Sanders is exactly the kind of playmaker I've been hammering away saying this offense needs more of. So if you accomplish that, I'd feel great. I would feel like it's an A-plus draft. But yeah, some of those more basic needs not necessarily being addressed. And that is something to figure out. There'll be lots of storylines and when we come out of this draft, no matter what direction they go and no matter if they put a Hall of Fame draft together like we just did.
A big takeaway, those top 4 picks just make the Broncos faster and more athletic.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And they need that desperately.
Like size, speed at playmaker positions, you just improved yourself significantly.
Yes.
Yep.
And just overall upside of the squad, I think, was upped quite a bit.
Definitely.
Jonah Ellis is a hell of an athlete, too.
Xavier Legette, I'm not sure if I've said this on here, kind of Demaryius Thomas-y.
I love that. Absolutely love that.
There's
and
like
I definitely see it.
Yes.
Definitely see it.
Yeah. I would love that.
Yeah.
It kind of makes that
Sanders gets me
receiver room a
just
little
as
bit weird.
excited.
But I guess you imagine he's your like wide receiver 2. And then you got Mims, Reynolds, Patrick competing for wide receiver 3. Or maybe Legette isn't day 1 just wide receiver 2.
Tom Blosley with an all-time comment. Xavier Legette did kind of go viral for what his voice sounds like. Super country boy.
He's country as hell.
And Jadavian Sanders at 55 is a great pick.
Okay, we close it out. Yaya is going to give us a draft grade. Yaya, give it to us.
See, just because you guys didn't get a corner, I think it has to be a B+. B plus A. It's a good one. There's missing pieces, but you can't fill every hole. And Hank helped out with this one, and just because Hank helped out, that brings it down about half level grade.
Good job. Good job. That's beautiful.
Catching strays, my guy.
That wasn't stray.
Thank you to the
That was
That's right. That's right.
Eye contact on that
direct
one.
hit. Yeah. Thank you to producer Yaya for that glorious grade. Thank you all in the chat. Leave us a thumbs up. We'll be back next week. And thank you to Raising Cane's and Breck Brew for bringing this here podcast.
That's how
Enjoy
Xavier
your
Legette would
weekend.
say it.
Bye.
We all silly like the mayor.